Are you a real estate investor looking for the next big opportunity? Canada's potential housing supply shortage could be the goldmine you've been waiting for. So keep watching to learn how you can benefit from this unique situation. We're going to be breaking down this video into 5 parts. Part number 1, the current situation. According to a recent BMO capital markets analysis, Canada does not have a real estate supply shortage, at least yet. The study shows that housing starts have not deviated much from historical norms in relation to the working age population growth. However, the country's pursuit of rapid population expansion could lead to a manufactured shortage if this persists. Part number 2, housing supply versus demand. BMO's analysis highlights that this issue isn't a lack of supply, but it's rather an excessive demand. Cheap credit has fueled investor speculation, outbidding end users, and leading to rapidly rising home prices. This in turn creates less inventory as home buyers are incentivized to hold on to their properties. Furthermore, aggressive population growth during a housing crisis has distorted home prices. Part number 3, the opportunity for investors. As a real estate investor, you can take advantage of this potential supply shortage. If Canada's population grows by 1 fucking million in a single year, as some have predicted, there will be a massive demand for housing. Investors can capitalize on this by acquiring properties before the supply shortage occurs, if it's not already happening, and then renting or selling them at a premium once the demand surges. But this is an appreciation play and speculative, which is not my favorite, and we're going to touch on that in a little bit. Part number 4, timing is key. The key to profiting from this situation is timing. It's very important to monitor Canada's population growth trends and government policies very closely. By staying informed, you can identify the right moment to invest in properties before the market becomes oversaturated and prices skyrocket, which we might be seeing right now. It's a little bit too early to tell. But remember, speculative narratives don't have to make long-term sense. They only need to provide short-term reinforcement. And lastly, part number 5, risks and considerations. As with any investment, there are risks involved in betting in Canada's potential supply shortage. It's uncertain whether the country can continue its aggressive population growth, and if it can't, the demand for housing may not reach the heights some predict. Additionally, government policies could change, essentially affecting the housing market dynamics. So be sure to consider these factors and conduct thorough research before making any type of investment decisions. Now you might be wondering, how am I applying this information to my investment strategies and goals in the Canadian market and specifically Ontario? Well, I'm focusing on the More Homes Build Better Act, which aims to accelerate housing construction and reduce costs to meet the goal of building 1.5 million homes in 10 years, which unfortunately, I don't think is gonna happen. But this plan includes overriding municipal zoning laws to allow the construction of more missing middle homes without additional planning approvals. The legislation permits up to 3 units on a single residential lot without requiring bylaw amendments or municipal permission, which is actually a very interesting program. And I'm using this strategy in 2 ways. Number 1, I have a lot of existing properties in my portfolio that I'm adding density to. And number 2, because the price of real estate in Canada is becoming so expensive that buying a property that cash flows without adding significant value barely even works anymore. And as you guys may or may not know, the way that I approach real estate, you have to have cash flow, and it's absolutely imperative. And this whole new method works well and provides decent cash flow, if of course you can get the property for the right price. And when I say provides decent cash flow, what I mean is you don't actually have to steal the property to get it for a decent price. Market value properties in the area here, at least in Windsor, provides decent cash flow when taking advantage of this new program. Additionally, in the volatile economic environment we're seeing in Canada, where the income to average home prices is unaffordable in places like Windsor, Ontario, where I live, more so than New York City. That means that income in relation to home prices, it's actually more expensive to live in Windsor, Ontario than New York fucking City, if you can imagine that. And something that might even be more surprising, Vancouver and Toronto are the 2 most unaffordable in all of North America. So this is crucial that I'm going to be buying properties where I can create value rather than only hoping for further appreciation, which may never happen. Also, as mentioned above, we need millions of homes and units built if we're going to be sustaining this manufactured population growth in Canada. And the government doesn't seem like they intend on taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. So simple supply and demand is something that needs to be considered in today's real estate market. So with all that said, Canada's potential supply shortage presents a very unique opportunity for real estate investors to capitalize on a surge in demand for housing. But timing is key, and investors have to monitor population growth trends and government policies closely to identify the right moment to invest in properties, or at the very least, understand the trend that's happening here. While there are risks involved, such as uncertain population growth and changing government policies, there's also strategies that can mitigate these risks, such as investing in properties that have the ability to add value and add unit density. By staying informed, investors can position themselves to benefit from Canada's potential housing supply shortage and contribute to the much needed construction of millions of homes and units in the country. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And if you're serious about real estate investing, don't miss out on my monthly in-person events at my golf course, Coachwood Golf Country Club in Windsor, Ontario. It's a great opportunity to network with like-minded individuals, enjoy a first-class dinner, and learn from experienced real estate professionals. Check out the description below for more information and to sign up. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.